breach.
Now at 6, hanging up on those really annoying robocalls. Legislation targeting those relentless spammers goes into effect in less than 2 months, and it follows a huge spike in scam calls last month. Take a look at this. According to the call blocking app called YouMail, a suspicious campaign bombarded people all across the country with 288 million robocalls, and it turns out no one is immune. Michael Perchik spoke to North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein, who's actually caught on camera right here answering a robocall during a speech in Charlotte yesterday focused on consumer scams.
Unfortunately, it's not as simple as that. Scam artists using spoofed numbers to disguise themselves when making those calls. Now attorneys general from across the country calling on the FCC and phone companies to take action.
Everyone hates robocalls. Robocalls are exceptionally annoying, but it's worse than annoying because it is a source of fraud.
AG Josh Stein says his office has received more calls about this issue than anything else, and adds North Carolinians have lost $3 million this year alone. Yesterday, during a speech to senior citizens on the very subject, one of the attendees received a scam call.
And the guy told her that she won $3.5 million, and they're throwing in a Mercedes for free. And all she had to do was give them information.
That's when Stein hopped on the call, shutting down the caller to applause. But the AG isn't there to answer every call. Along with other attorneys general, they're working with the FCC and the country's 12 largest telecom providers, asking for free and automatic call blocking services for all customers and monitoring of network traffic, allowing telecom providers to identify patterns and cut off calls consistent with robocalls. Furthermore, they'd like to see ID authentication technology developed specifically for landlines, which many scam victims use.
The technology doesn't exist to put on the screens to shield them to the same extent it does with cell phones. So consumer education becomes a really important part of what we're doing.
Stein encourages people to not answer calls from numbers they don't recognize and to reach out to his office if they feel they've been victimized by a scammer. In North Carolina, state leaders recently passed the Truth in Caller ID Act in an effort to enhance transparency. It will prohibit solicitors from causing misleading information to come up under the ID. The law goes into effect December 1st. In Raleigh, I'm Michael Perchik, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, and never turn over your personal information, especially if they're offering you a free Mercedes.
Exactly.
Huh?
If it's too good to be true, it's a scam.
It always is, yeah.